What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be playing Blox and we're going to be showcasing the Tori no Mi, and we're going to be showcasing all 5 of its abilities. So let's just get into the first one. So we're going to be showcasing the first move, the cannon attack. It has pretty good damage for a first move, but it doesn't have great range. So you can see if I use it, you can hold it. It does, for me, a level 745 player, I do about like 120 damage. So it's not great, but it is okay. The only downside is it doesn't have great range. Like, I can't hit this guy from over here. You have to be kind of close. It's not very versatile. So I wouldn't recommend using this move unless you don't have anything else on cooldown or you're just really desperate for some damage. And we're going to be getting into the next move in a second, but I'm going to get to a better place to showcase it. So the next move is the Hybrid Flight. You get it at 30 mastery, and it is a pretty good move until you get the final move, Full Transformation. Once you get that move, it becomes kind of useless, and I'll talk about that later. So when you hold down F, you have to hold it down, you start flying, and you can move around. It is pretty good. I would say it's not the best flight in the game, but I do like it because it's quite fast, and you can move around, unlike Pika. Pika, you have to move one straight direction, and it's not very, good to maneuver. You can't really, if you're doing, trying to get to, go through a maze, or I don't know where there's a maze. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to get around corners, this is a definitely better option for flight, but it does become obsolete later in the game. So now we have our third move, which you unlock at 90 mastery, called Regeneration Flames. And it basically sends out, so I'm going to get kind of low, and then I'm going to fly up here. So what it does is it regenerates you, but it does take a lot of energy, so I wouldn't recommend using this unless you are really low. I regain pretty fast, but if I use the ability, hold it down, you can see you regenerate pretty fast, but your stamina or energy goes down really, really fast. And it does drain your energy a lot. This is probably my least favorite move, even though it does regenerate you, only because it takes up so much energy that you honestly in fights don't have enough energy to continue fighting, and it's really just kind of annoying sometimes. I really hope that they eventually buff it in the future. And let's get on to the next move. Okay, so the next move you unlock at 160 mastery. It is called Fast Kick, and what happens is you charge at them. You can see your leg becomes a bit fiery. It's kind of weird. And you basically just charge at them. It does 900 damage. Pretty good. Overall, it's not that great. It does, I don't even know. Did it do 900 damage? I didn't even see it. But it does pretty good. 900 damage. So it does okay damage. But I'm fighting someone who's a lot higher than me. But overall, this fruit sometimes isn't really worth it when you don't get full transformation, which we'll be showcasing next. Okay, so we're back at the mercenary camp, and we're going to be showcasing the final move that you get called full transformation. It transforms you into a phoenix, and you do, I think, a bit increased damage, and you can fly. This is where this 30 mastery hybrid flight ability becomes obsolete, but kind of not really. I'll show you why. So when you transform, you become a phoenix, but as you can see, it slowly gets rid of energy, but it does, let's try Fast Kick. It doesn't do too much increased damage. I think it moves a bit faster, and it is just kind of cool. I actually don't know what it fully does. I think it just buffs a couple of your moves. Cannon, it just makes them look more, I think they'll just become a bit better. It just buffs the moves, makes them faster, stronger, but the only reason this would become obsolete is the hybrid flight is because you could fly around, and it is the same speed, maybe a bit faster, but it does get rid of energy, so most of the time I would still use hybrid flight because it does not get rid of your mass energy. So overall, I would give this fruit a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good, but I would not recommend for anyone who's less skilled or just wants a fruit that is easy. I would recommend going for Buddha or even Mochi. Those are 2 very good fruits, but this is an okay 7.5 out of 10. Not amazing, I might even get rid of it. I spent a lot of time upgrading the mastery, but if I do get a better fruit, I'm probably going to get rid of this thing, because it's really not the greatest for anything. It's okay for grinding, not that great for PvP. It's just overall a decent fruit. If you get it at a lower level, definitely eat it, because it will help you a lot in first C, but in second C, it's not really that good. Also, because I can't do this yet. You can awaken it later on in third C, but unless it's awakened, it's really not that good. So, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for listening to my review. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.